It's now 21 minutes after 10 on a Friday night on the Parsi tonight. Let me welcome Nino Fresko. He's a groundbreaking South African artist from Bethlehem, Free State, known for his unapologetic authenticity and genre-defining sound. Inspired by Kendrick Lamar, Kuli Chana, Pharrell, and Cuddy Got Wings, he blends trap, Kwaito, and South African rap to create the Fresko Sound, a fearless mix of culture, confidence, and creativity. Since starting out at the age of 10 in 2021, he has released 6 mixtapes, and his LP, Fly from Magriza, solidified his reputation as a leader in the South African music scene. As a producer, singer, songwriter, and all encompassing creator, he also works across house, pop, design, fashion, and animation. Nino's lyrics move from flexing to reflecting, always with purpose. He won the Cotton Fest Open Mic in 2023, which earned him a main stage slot, and he performed at Womad alongside Ethiopian Italian artist Gabriela Gemandi and a band. His single Ridiculous landed on Hype's 2022 end of the year list, while DeLong premiered on Trace in the year 2024 with an all-day exclusive. He was also named on Bridge Entertainment's Future Most Wanted list, and his single Bato was played on YFM's Lunchtime. Let me welcome a man who's risen from the ghetto lifestyle. He's now a superstar. Nino, good evening. How you doing? Welcome to the show.
I'm good. How are you?
Not bad. You started at the tender age of 10. Wow, can you imagine?
Yeah.
What made you believe, you could be a big man in the world of music like you are today?
I think it's most of the artists that came before me, people I saw on TV, and like mostly the artists that I grew up around, looking up to. They gave me that inspo. Yeah.
Yeah, so television really played a massive role in you becoming the man that you are
Yeah.
today. Oh, fantastic. And you describe your sound as a blend of trap, Kwaito, SA rap, and you call your sound a Fresko Sound. Tell me a little
Yeah.
more. What makes it different from everything else that is being played on the radio today?
I think it's more about me looking more into what makes me authentic, um by going into like the stuff that inspires me, and I like to experiment a lot, and this is because I started out also as like a producer. I learned how to produce, so I really looked for ways where I can mix different sounds and turn it into this new thing that a lot of people have been saying is new to them. And that's why I was like, oh, like, then let me give it a name, because a lot of people keep asking me what is the sound that I'm working on, what is it really called? Is it trap? Is it rap? Or is it, it feels like a subgenre in hip hop per se, so that's why I call it the Fresko Sound.
Okay, so influences like you're saying Kendrick Lamar, Kulichana, Pharrell. Who else in the business?
um I think Casper and AKA also were like a
Yes.
big inspiration for me. Um,
Yeah, those are big
Andre
dogs.
3000,
Yeah.
yes, like yo, like every time I listen to their music, I always wonder how, like, how did they come up with some of the lines that they wrote, or the melodies, the even picking the perfect beat. So yeah.
Yeah. So where does your strength lie, Nino, as a producer or as a man in front of the mic?
I think it's more the man in front of the mic. And I guess it's also because I was honing that skill more and more and more. I spent a lot of my time growing up writing and rapping and performing, more than anything performing. And production was like something that I had to teach myself and learn more about, because I couldn't afford to pay producers. I couldn't
I see.
afford to pay for studio time. So like with nowadays, we have our computers, and you you learn how to put stuff together yourself, put together a whole song by yourself. So that's really where my skills for production came from.
So you sit around on your bed in your bedroom and mess around with a computer, and there you got it.
Yeah.
The sound came out.
And
Yeah,
YouTube.
tell me about Fly for Magriza, one of your
Yeah.
most recognized works of art. What story were you trying to tell?
So I came from Bethlehem, like in the Free State, and I moved to I had recently just moved to Joburg, and it was around the time where I first met Slaker, and he was introducing me to like what they were trying to do with Slaker on Life in terms of distribution, and and he discovered me through like me just submitting music to him, and he actually liked some of the music that I sent to him, and he was like, yo, he wants to help me put the songs out there. And I think just from that interaction and me coming into this big city, um, trying to find my way, and everything moving so fast. And I think that's when I like kind of had this idea to create a project somewhat that is somewhat gonna reflect on where I come from, and also form as a statement as to like the type of artist I want to be and the ground I want to step on, um, getting into the industry. So I think that project is really me just introducing myself more than anything, and also telling a story of where I'm from and the people I do it for. And I think, I mean, as time goes, I'm obviously gonna keep opening up more, but that project was for me like the perfect starting point, and I'm just grateful that it for a lot of the people that are supporting me right now is what made them really invest in my career. So yeah.
One of the most momentous occasions for you, Nino, is when you won the Cotton Fest mic in 2023. You were put onto the main
Yeah.
stage and you just tore the place apart. What changed
Yeah.
after that in terms of your career, your approach, and your sound?
After that, I did Cotton Fest again the following year, 2024, and then last year we worked on an album. We worked on well, it's a mixtape. We worked on a mixtape with Cotton Fest, which dropped last month and which is doing really well. We just dropped the music video. And I think that whole experience for me, it changed everything because like from then on, like when you have a dream and it always doesn't feel real until you kind of like sort of touch it. And I feel like just winning that competition did that for me. Whereas my music career, I started going head on, and I started investing more in myself and investing more in my creative ideas and believing in myself more and networking with the right people more. And I think that's what just that moment did for me. Like it made me take my career so seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ridiculous
Yeah.
made Hype's 2022 end of the year list as well. And DeLong got a Trace Africa premiere. Which milestone do
Yeah.
you think is the most personal for you?
I think the DeLong one was like very personal because I grew up watching Trace. And when we got that confirmation that it's going to be premiering there the whole day, I couldn't believe it. Especially because the song is about now being in the spaces that you've always dreamt of being in. So that was really cool. That was really, really cool.
Right. And your music spans hip hop, rock, house, and pop. How do you know when to step it up and bring in some rap there, to just try and make things different?
I think it depends on feeling and what I really feel like in that moment. I try my best not to dwell into like what's more of a trending sound, because that really does leave you drained as an artist. I try to go into like what I feel like um works best for me in that moment and what captures the emotion I'm trying to put on the particular record.
You also performed with Gabriela alongside her at
Yes.
the
Yes.
Womad. You know, you've really had some incredible performances. What did you learn
Yeah.
from being on the same stage with her?
That stage at the Market Theater is very massive. It was the first time I actually also performed in a theater. I also learned how to. It's totally different. Even how you engage with the crowd is it's very different, and I think that also like opened my eyes to sort of um I think like think more about performance for different spaces, even when I, rehearse or try to perfect the way that I perform and project my voice. So
Fantastic. What we're going to do right now is play one of your songs, my brother, so that people can really enjoy the art form from Nino. Here we go, right here on Channel Africa. Let's check out one of my very special guest performances on the show tonight. Aki Pressure. Main Man's live on the radio tonight, Nino. That's a fantastic song. And are you currently in the studio? Are you working on anything brand new?
yes, I'm working on a project called Fresh Boy. I've been working on it for the past year and a half. And I'm very excited about it. I'm very excited about it. We just did taxi sessions with Mash Beats. An episode just dropped today where I played like one or two exclusives from the project, and then I performed the song that you just heard right now, and the song
Nice.
I released earlier this year. So yeah.
Any surprises on this new project? Any features?
Um, there are features. I think it's still like a work in progress right now. But I will say I'm very excited because it's people that I've always wanted to work with, production wise and artists. So I think that's all I can say for now because I'm really really excited. I really want to present it the best way possible because for people that know me, they know like I love releasing music with visuals. I want you to
Yeah,
see the whole experience more than just me saying, this is what's gonna happen and all of that. So yeah.
yeah. So let's talk about some of your talents in this industry. You're a
Yes.
designer. You're into fashion. You're into animation. And how's that going? Are you growing in those departments?
Yes. I actually am because I do I edit all of my music videos. I yeah, like I do a lot of stuff in terms of the graphics side. I've stopped doing animation now for now because I wanted to focus more on like brand building. So a lot of the things that you see on my socials, a lot of the videos that you see me put together, um, I came up with. I'd work with the concept with my team, and then I would like literally edit the videos myself, And I think it's going really well because most of the videos of mine that blew up are the ones that are really creative in terms of graphic design and the ideas. So I think, me leaning more towards that direction actually really helped me a lot.
Yeah. So people say that AI is changing everything. AI has come and it's here to stay. Are you incorporating AI in any of your productions?
Not yet. I think I'm still caught in the middle in terms of that, but I'm also learning how to work with AI, especially when it comes to more than anything when it comes to like planning and organizing. I
Okay.
I, I really want to like incorporate it more in that sense where I kind of like with situations like I mean with artists, they'll say like we don't like the admin side of stuff when it comes to
That's true.
music and putting yourself out there, you know. And I think and I think AI, that's where AI, I'm learning how to use AI in that sense where I'm like, what's the right language to use when I put myself out there for spaces like, you know, in corporate or in media, and how can I, you know, I'm also trying to not be um too robotic about it, because I also think this is like such a human space, um the creative industry. So I'm really trying to find that middle ground. But in terms of like my creative work, I don't think it's something that I'm incorporating, or I'm thinking of incorporating as of yet.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as a young man who came out of Bethlehem, do you think that some of the youngsters who are listening to you from your hometown right now feel inspired by the work that you're doing?
I think they are. I mean, I hope they are, because I think, I mean, I get a lot of messages. Like literally today, I got like a lot of messages from just the video we dropped at Mash, where a lot of people were like so inspired, especially people from Bethlehem, where they're like commenting under the video saying, if you're from Bethlehem, please like this
Nice.
comment and show support. You know, I think that's you know, that counts as inspiration, I hope. I think, you know, yeah, so yeah.
So you produced 6 mixtapes since 2011. Is your
Yeah.
latest production a mixtape? Is it an EP?
The next project is gonna be a mixtape, because I'm also working towards an album hopefully for next year, but it's gonna be a mixtape. But it's you know, like I'm because I was thinking about it, I'm like, yo, the songs sound so good. I'm this close to calling it an album, but I think it's more of a mixtape so far.
Yeah, all right. My man, thank you so much for having joined us tonight. You know you're doing exceptionally well, and we know
Thank you
that
for having me.
you're going to be raising this African flag really high. We're going to play
Thank
one of
you.
your massive songs, Dawa. Thanks for having been part of the
Thank
show
you.
tonight.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Superstars live on Channel Africa. Check it out.